It's not gonna hear. Let me see. Let me see if mine come alive.
Let me see. See what we got. All right, I got it.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay. I see it. All right. All right. We figure out a way to get both of us on the screen. I see it. All right. We figure out a way. Click off it and get back on it. And it's freezing. Okay. Got a bad connection. It's not good. Okay. What am I looking for? All right. Everybody good now?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to you live and direct. Okay. Live and direct from our favorite restaurant, place, and things of that nature. Um, I'm your host. I'm just gonna say that. I ain't even gonna do the official intro until we get enough people in the room. We're sending out invites, so I'm talking to y'all while he's sending out invites. Um, I'm sending out invites as well, but yes. So tonight we have a good show for y'all. We're talking about well, yeah, I know. It's in the landscape mode.
Yeah, I'll take one.
That's okay.
Yes.
Delta in the building. What up, Delta?
See you next week, Delta. Hey, brothers, how are you? We're great. How are you?
Man, we you know, we making it.
We
That's
are
it.
making it, yes. We're making it the best we can. I don't think I'm gonna send out to too many people tonight.
Yeah, me neither. I just don't feel like it, honestly.
They can catch the replay.
Yep.
We're not being mean. We're just, one of those days. I hurt myself in the gym today, so that's never a good thing. And besides, if we send you the link, you can always go back and watch it later anyway. You don't have to come on right now. It helps. It benefits us. We reap the benefits when y'all do come and go live and have conversation with us. But, we understand sometimes y'all don't be feeling like it.
Mm-hmm.
But watching it from y'all phones and not YouTube does not help the overall purpose of the show, if that makes sense. Shout out to everybody that's going through something right now, good, bad, and indifferent. Um, I like y'all to pray for a couple people, just pray for them because sometimes people need prayer. Give me 2 seconds and I will be right back to talk to y'all. Other than that, I know a lot of y'all say y'all don't like tuning in when we first start because we don't be talking about the subject and we take so long to get into it. But if you tune in, come back in about 10 minutes, we get started to the point. I'm not telling you to leave, but you hate the monologue, the introduction monologue. I understand. Is Annie in the building yet? Annie?
Just Delta Scott.
Okay. All right, that's it for me. That's it for me tonight. All right, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Justice, JUSDYS, Functionals World. What you got for him, sir?
Hold on, sir.
He got a lot of TV.
All right.
So, well, while he's doing that, I guess I can talk about the topic. Tonight, the topic, or the title anyway, is um, when is enough money? No, does enough money make everything all right? And that can pertain to a lot of different subjects, a lot of different topics. We can go a couple different places with that. Does the right amount of money make any and everything all right? And he's in the building. I'm glad you're good, Scott. We appreciate you tuning in.
Okay.
Whoa. Jump from 11 to 4. That's whatever.
Right. All right, I'm your boy Said, aka Mr. Let's Talk.
Screaming out, let's talk.
What we talking about today?
Tonight we are talking about, does enough money make any and everything all right?
Can enough money make any and everything right? That is a great topic tonight, y'all. And off the top, I would say no. I would say no.
So everything has a cap limit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would think so because going through what I'm going through right now, it ain't enough money. You know what I'm saying? So, and what I mean by that is, I'd rather have my mama back than all the money in the world.
I can feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely can feel that.
So it ain't the amount of money you can give me that'll soothe that pain right now. Now in the long run, yeah, of course, sure, but yeah.
So I guess when the topic was when I brought the topic up, I was thinking about, and I don't want this conversation to be about celebrities and famous people, but regular people feel like money is a solution to a lot of problems.
Absolutely, yes,
But
yes.
with enough money, is anything all right?
Mm-mm.
So like if you get $1 billion, is it okay if somebody defecate on you?
No,
So if you
because that's still disrespect.
it is. So I guess there's a thin line between respect and being rich.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So why do you feel like it's a thin line between being rich and disrespected?
Delta said sorry for your loss.
I appreciate that, Delta. Because first, just because you have a lot of money, don't entitle you respect.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So people just disrespect you because they just gonna disrespect you.
Correct.
You know, just because you got a lot of money don't mean anything. It's about the person. You know, it's about if you allow yourself to get disrespected. Because there's some people who don't have nothing. Absolutely. It's some people who don't have nothing who don't take no disrespect.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's people who got everything who still don't take no disrespect. So the amount of money that you have ain't got nothing to do with your respect. Now I would say if you're a billionaire or millionaire even, or any level, why would you let somebody, you know what I'm saying, do that to you?
I mean, I just threw that out the window because for air quote
Lil Eva, what's up? Window
Um,
Breezy. Kim, what's up?
it's said that a lot of women that are Instagram models that take these private trips to Dubai or
Uh-huh.
wherever they be going, and they don't never show their bae or who they with.
Mhm.
That's what's going on.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? In the music and entertainment business, there's heinous acts being committed,
Mhm.
but it's okay because they have money.
Is it okay that they have money or because they're paying the person? You see what I'm saying? I think it's the difference between that right there. Sprite. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not
Because
okay. I'm not saying they paying people. I'm saying like okay.
I'm saying
So-
like, is it okay that somebody is being a porta potty for somebody else, right?
No.
Now, is it okay if somebody pay them for that? That's where it comes in there. So it's one thing where if you let somebody do it just because they have money, it's a whole nother conversation. If you let somebody do that because you're being paid to let somebody do that.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I wouldn't want it done regardless.
Me neither. But I'm saying if somebody is telling you, I'm gonna give you $1 million or $2 million, right?
Mhm.
Now it makes it worth it. Well,
Really?
excuse me, no, not worth it. But now you start thinking about it versus you just gonna let this person do it because they have that kind of money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I guess what I'm looking at in the big scheme of things is some people will hit the topic that we just discussed
Mhm.
with I've done it for free. So what's the difference between doing it and getting paid?
Right. And
And even with that,
mhm.
it takes me back to that conversation we had about women who have baby daddies that be trying to prostitute them so they'll do something for their kids.
Prostitute who?
The baby mama.
The baby daddy trying to prostitute the baby mom. Uh-huh.
So and like he'll give her money
Uh-huh.
so she can help take care of the kid, but he only do it if she let him X, Y, and Z.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I mean,
So
yeah.
does money make everything okay?
I mean, I think once again though, it's gonna go back to
That
how you
person's
looking at it.
respect.
Right.
Okay.
Like, dang. Are you looking at it like, once again, this person is paying me
Right.
versus me just letting them do it because they have money? To me, that's two different things, right?
Okay.
Like, you ain't gonna let nobody punch you in the face just because they got $10 million. You see what I'm saying? Because
Correct.
they have $10 million. But now, if they be like, bruh, I give you $2 million if you let me punch you in the face, now you are
It
being
changes the
paid.
circumstances.
Yes, because you are being paid to be punched in the face versus I'm just letting them do it because they have money, because they got the status and the clout, and I'm just gonna do it. So once again, because some people will allow certain things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They're making it right or making it wrong because it's money, or I can't exactly remember exactly how you said it. I think those are just two different things.
Okay.
Being pissed on, literally, you know what I'm saying, or porta potty treatment as they call it.
Defecated.
Yeah, that's crazy. But those women understand that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're going over there for,
Right.
and they know they finna get paid.
Okay.
But now, if somebody just said we're gonna send you over to the Sheik of Dubai and let him treat you X, Y, and Z, am I getting paid? No, but he's the Sheik, so you should be happy. You see what I'm saying?
Right. That does
It makes
change the equation.
Yeah, it makes it totally
It
different.
changed the conversation.
Right.
I ain't gonna say change the equation.
It
Because
does.
if someone's paying you, they're paying you. If they're not, they're not.
Exactly. But you should be honored to let this person poop on you.
I guess in a big scheme of things, like not even just that situation, is anything. Like like I said, I was trying to stay away from the big names that's in the news or big names that's in the headlines right now. Like, is it okay what Jeff Epstein did because he had money?
No.
Is it okay
No.
what Diddy did because he had money?
No.
Is it okay anytime somebody does something and their reward to might be money,
Mm-hmm.
but if the reward is not money, then it's wrong, period.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So money can change a moral compass.
Yes. Because on one hand, once again, I'm allowing you to do this to me because I'm being paid to do it. The things that a prostitute do, she normally ain't gonna do for free. because you know what I'm saying, this is her job. So
Right.
literally she getting paid to let somebody smack on the butt. You know what I'm talking
All
about?
right.
So it's okay. It's okay with her. It's okay with the person doing it. He feel like I can do it because I'm paying for this service. She's okay with it because she's being paid.
Good evening, the nurse. That's not our culture. No, Delta, it's not, but it is.
Melanie Santos, what's up? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Drop
And
a
he
comment
said
on this one.
exactly,
Frankie,
I
what's
wouldn't let
up?
anybody abuse me for any amount of money.
Right.
And that's good. I mean, I'm glad some people have moral standards. But
Frankie
I
in the
guess
building. What's
at the
going
end of the
on?
day, can your moral compass be compromised
Yes.
for a price of money, for a certain amount?
I believe everybody can.
Everybody can.
Yeah. Depending on the act. Depending
Okay.
on what's being asked of someone. Like, okay, I can say for no amount of money will I commit, and I gotta try to be sensitive with this, an act with a man. Let's say
Homer
that.
said, okay.
Right. No amount of money.
And I wouldn't blame him. I
No
wouldn't do
amount of
that
money.
either.
None. No amount of money. So
Right.
we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But then if you could say, okay, well, say, what about if we told you we give you $10 million to be gay in the movie, to act gay in the movie? Could you do that? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it starts to compromise the bigger the number get, because you're like, okay, I'm not doing no gay act in real life and really doing this shit. But if they say, well, what if it's in the movie? What if we just need you to put on a dress? What if you see what I'm saying? And that number get to 20 million, you like, shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like,
Right.
for
Somebody
some people,
would.
yeah,
Right.
they'll be like, oh, okay. You see what I'm saying? So, right, all day long. But you start to see how people can get compromised on their beliefs and standards.
That's the same standard as a YN doing YN stuff for money.
Yeah, I guess
So
so.
they already do it for free.
Right.
So if you put money in front of them, then they definitely doing it.
Right. I can see that. Yeah.
So everybody has a moral compass of what they will or won't do, but some things are just okay or better off because you put money in their hand.
Yes. It makes it.
When I was thinking about this, I was thinking about the Indecent Proposal.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen that movie?
Oh yeah,
Woody
great
Allen
movie. Yes.
and Demi Moore, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah, and me and my wife talked about that. For real. And I can tell you, if we did decide to do that, it wouldn't be how it was in that movie. We ain't gonna break up and split up and go through all them issues and then want to donate the money to a non-profit and all this dumb shit they did in the movie.
Right, no. But I think in her stance, it was just the fact that he said yes, that ultimately changed her decision of why she did it. After she got the money, it was my man actually said yes to this.
See, and one thing to me, it's not. It wasn't realistic because I just look at it like this: if we agree to yes, if we agree to like the woman agreed, then the man agreed. Once y'all agree, that's it. LIG it, let it go. Once it happens, you get paid, let it go.
All right. So Delta said, but they all get away with it because they have settlements. Settlements mean they didn't get away with it necessarily, because, like for instance, for perfect example, so Nicole Brown, rest her soul, lost her life, and they couldn't prove
Santos, what's up?
XYZ did it, but in a civil court, you don't have to. The burden of proof is not as adamant as it is in
criminal court.
In criminal court.
Absolutely.
So they want money civilly for the loss of their loved one, but in criminal you couldn't punish him.
Right. Yeah. You couldn't find where a crime was committed. Yes, absolutely, and that's what you see a lot of people like currently. They say Diddy got 85 civil suits right now.
Yes.
And they just wait for him to come out of jail.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you look at it from that aspect, and you be like, damn.
I mean, 50 million is 50 million. That's true. That's true. But okay.
And I think that's the thing a lot of times, right? Diddy is a good example of that.
Okay.
A lot of things he did wasn't criminal.
Right.
It was from everybody's moral compass. We like, damn, this is wrong as hell. You know what I'm saying? The only criminal thing him do was beat Cassie on camera. You see what I'm saying?
That's assault.
That's assault. We seen that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see anything else. It's hearsay, it's conjecture, it's all them other terms and stuff like that.
Right.
So we're gonna get you on some civil shit because we got enough grounds to go off on that. Because that's moral compass, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a dirty motherfucker if you ask me though, and is rather.
He
with all
is.
the stuff that's coming out.
He
you know
is,
what I'm saying?
but like I said, I didn't want to make the conversation about celebrities.
Right,
but
absolutely.
I do get your point. I do feel exactly the same way you feel about that. Because the Diddy documentary just really exposed more bullshit that shouldn't be going on, period.
Right.
But
yes.
the more, like me and you both being artists, we've heard the stories of how the industry works. We've heard the stories of what goes on once you obtain a certain
smash that like
level
button.
of,
Appreciate that.
acceptance or, whatever.
Smash the like button for us. What's up, Jamie?
But I mean, I guess when I look at the big scheme, it's so many things that I've done in my past that if you pay me, I'm not saying I necessarily do those things again.
Right. But then you got to look at where you was at in your life when you did those things and what was your reason for doing those things.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When you talk about the moral compass, can people tell Cassie she was wrong for staying?
No.
Because she stayed after he beat her down. You know what I'm saying?
Supposedly raped her.
Right.
And then went back to him.
And all is right. And she stayed and stayed and stayed.
But I mean, staying is not a crime.
And that's my point. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, can people look at her wrong? Because the only thing she did wrong was from a moral standpoint. Yeah. You stayed with an abuser. Or you kept cheating because she was cheating on her husband.
Right.
At the end with Diddy.
Right.
So
but I guess
criminally it's not wrong.
Right. It's not wrong criminally. But I guess in her case, in a lot of cases, like victims are scared on one sense, comfortable in another sense, and sometimes they really don't want to get away as bad as they say they do.
Exactly, because they're benefiting more than they're being hurt.
But if the person offs them or they lose their life in conjunction to this situation, that's still wrong.
Yes, because you just took someone's life, and in this country, or most countries, that's a crime. You see what I'm saying? But it comes down to being in a toxic relationship. You see what I'm saying?
It does.
And you chose to stay in this relationship knowing what could happen. Only thing we can tell you is you stupid. But we can't get you locked up for staying in a toxic relationship. You see what I'm saying?
Nurse Blind said some women cannot just walk away from an abuser. They manipulate as well. And I get that. I understand that. YouTube don't want me to show that comment, so I'm not gonna force it through. But I did read it, Nurse Blind. But I mean, I do get that. It's a lot of things that go into being abused. But if I have money and I abuse you, and I give you the money, does it make it all right?
No. Now,
like, is there an amount of money that compensates the pain?
I think for that person, and once again, let's take Cassie for example, right? She benefited way more as being Diddy's girlfriend than being an artist.
She did.
So she benefited, and people have testified that she was the one ordering these sex workers. She was the one doing this, so she was going along with it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And she was raining terror on some of the other people. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he did this to me, but guess what? I'm his number 2, so I can do this to y'all. I can boss y'all around. You see what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So she got a taste of that power. She was liking it too.
All right. Nurse Bonnie said, I know people without money that are scared. My daughter was in an abusive relationship, so she's stupid because she couldn't leave. No, we're not saying that. We're not saying that at all. Because Stockholm syndrome is a real thing. Exactly.
Now, we would ask your daughter, why didn't she leave? You see what I'm saying? Why? Because, or
everybody's reason is different.
Or she couldn't, meaning
right.
The commenter can't be mad if someone asks you, why didn't your daughter leave?
Because they're looking at it from a logical standpoint.
Right, because yes, you can say, why did her boyfriend treat her X, Y, and Z, right? Well, The question is asked, why did your daughter stay when he treated her X, Y, and Z? You see what I'm saying? And we're not blaming your daughter at all.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's real when people feel like, well, I like this person so much, I don't want to leave. You see what I'm saying?
I'm afraid of this person.
I'm afraid of this person. You know what I'm saying?
Or they're not bad all the time.
Right. Now, when you look at it like this, what's their moral compass? And what's our moral compass from the outside looking in at this person who's being abused? Because couldn't nobody tell Cassie to leave until she was ready to leave.
And that's what every abused person.
Exactly, right. You can't tell them to leave until they're ready to leave.
The logical thing would be, hey, first time they put their hands on you, you should leave.
Right.
But coming from that world a tad bit, maybe not to that full extreme, but a tad bit, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, I promise, I swear, whatever words they use to manipulate that situation so that it's not as big as they think it is.
Right.
And then they sweep it up under the rug. And yeah, they might be cool, calm, and collective for some months, some years. And then all it takes is that wrong day-to-day snap, and now it's worse than it's ever been. And I'm not being funny. I'm not making a joke out of it. Some people lose their lives, and some people don't lose their lives.
That's
true. But
true.
it heads down that path. It gets borderline. Before it ever gets better, it gets borderline. And I mean, being the person that I say I am on all the podcasts, which is I have put my hands on women, I would be lying to you if I told you if my daughter called me tomorrow and said some dude touched her, hit her, that I wouldn't be on the first thing smoking to do something to his ass.
Right.
But I'm not justifying what I did in that case. I was wrong, but the flip side is I'd hate for a dude that put his hands on my daughter to be anything like me when I was back in the day.
Right.
Because that means he's looking for me too, like I'm looking for him. Like, I expect you to come because this is what I did. I don't give a fuck,
Yeah. Well, and those be unfortunate situations,
Cassie was an older guy. Cassie was with an older guy before dating. She was grown before she got with him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Age was 18, 19. Yeah. And I mean, I have never tried to groom a woman, but I've heard that older men in their 30s plus that date 19, 20-year-olds be trying to groom them. Be trying to, put them in a mold where they accept this and they tolerate this and they don't know no other way because this is how it is.
Yeah. That's that old pimp culture, pimp behavior, you know what I'm saying? Trying to mold them into a certain thing, a certain way.
And it's crazy, like most of the things people use as influences were people that really didn't do those things. If that makes sense. Like the biggest pimp book, pimp named what is it? Iceberg Slim? Iceberg Slim was a character. He tried to be a pimp like that. Right. It didn't work. He wrote about pimp stuff, and the world read it like, man, this is factual. This is the gospel. This is how a pimp is supposed to act. But he never did those acts himself.
Right.
Sometimes we as people think that because someone is an adult age means they know better. Some people really do not know some
John
things.
Ford, what's up, John? Appreciate you tuning in.
That's very true. Like your age doesn't dictate what you should and shouldn't know.
No, it doesn't. Because we see a lot of grown kids out here. You know what I'm saying?
If you ain't never been through shit, you can't.
You ain't gonna know nothing. You
don't know.
Absolutely. A lot of people do a lot of grooming without knowing that they're grooming somebody before that word even came around. You know what I'm saying? Because half the time people don't even understand what they're doing to somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These manipulation tactics and all this other stuff. And well, we know it to be grooming now. You know what I'm saying? Once upon a time it may not have been called that. May have been called something else, But yeah.
Like that like okay. So, nurse, to say that your daughter was at fault would be like saying the young ladies that dealt with R. Kelly when he got convicted, they were on they survived R. Kelly tape, saying that he loved them, he didn't treat them like that, or he treated them right at this moment, and then at this moment he flipped, and they were so powerless to do anything about it. Like, that's never the victim's fault. No person that's a victim of anything, any crime, is it ever their fault.
Okay. Well, I think with the R. Kelly folks, a lot of them jumped on board to get money, easy money grab.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So that brings us back to
easy money grab.
Does the money make it okay?
No. I guess for them, they were like,
what's
man,
going on, Haitian Warrior?
Money. Haitian Warrior. I'm okay. I'm good.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Dashi be in the building. What's up, Dashi? Thank you for tuning in. Money will make people accept a lot of stuff. Okay, prime example, right?
Okay.
Prime example. Knowing the after effects of it. Football. Running up and down the field, getting smacked around upside the head, knowing you can get CTE, right? But because of the money, and you can't sue the NFL, you can't do none of that because they got player unions and they got health benefits and all that, and they still get CTE from, running into each other at 30 miles an hour. Yes. You see what I'm saying? Yes. So does the money make it okay? Yes.
I mean, wrestlers get CTC.
Exactly. Yeah, CTE. Yeah, wrestlers, all them impact, boxing, kicking, all that shit. But
all
because
those blows to the head,
but
physical pressure
because of the money that they making, it's okay. Especially by the public, because the public don't
morally,
make that kind of money.
We like it.
Yeah.
Morally, we cheer it on.
And in our brain, we like they making X, Y, and Z dollars.
But they're retarded. They're slow. They're slow.
Slurred speech.
Slower speech.
All that stuff.
They will never walk the same.
Right.
They weren't the same person they were when 15 years ago when they first started it.
Yep.
From the moment they got hit, they've been different.
Me, Dashi, we watch a dude named Ronnie Coleman. 8-time Mr. Olympia. But if you see him now, he can barely stand up. You see what I'm saying? So
was the money worth it?
Was the money worth it?
Did it make it okay? Like all the drugs he pumped his body with.
Yeah.
To get this big, now he's this big. Like,
yes. And it's like
the results don't. I mean, maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but sometimes the money doesn't equal the results.
Right. And that's easy to say now.
Yeah.
But in his prime, when he was biggest, not knowing. Yes. So it's like,
that's the same thing. That's the same thing with the new movie that The Rock is in. The Mark, whatever his name, the Smasher. He's playing one of the first UFC fighters.
Oh yeah.
When UFC first started, they didn't have a weight class.
Yeah, that's right.
They didn't have a lot of rules. It was just free fall. It was just something for people to look at, like banter and gladiator style fighting.
Yeah. Yes.
So the dude that he's portraying is a Smasher, but he went from being genetically big to pumping himself with roids to having psychological issues, wanting to kill himself, wanting to off himself. I always get caught up on that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, like if you look at that real person now, I think he's still alive. He was talking about it, so I think he's still alive. Unless he passed recently. But he was talking about, was it worth it? Was it worth all that he put himself through? Right.
Yeah. And
so that brings us back to, does money make everything all right?
I mean, for some people, yes. For some people, it makes it okay to go.
The biggest line that always sticks out of my head is Lakai Pfeiffer sitting in the car. Hey man, I do this. I love this game. I love it. I'm like Bird and Magic in the garden. But if I stop doing it, will the fans still love me?
Right.
No.
Right. Exactly.
They won't still love you.
Yeah, because
all the money they gave you, all the things you accomplished or were able to afford at one moment, they'll all be gone one day.
Yeah, because they love you because you got the money.
Or they love you because of what you do at that moment.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. No, and in that moment, you have all the money. You the man. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm looking at it from both sides. As a fan of those sports, football, basketball, well, not basketball, football, boxing, MMA, whatever. You're a fan of watching people destroy themselves or destroy other people at your amusement.
Yes.
Now, the little bit of money you do pay contributes to the big amount of money they have.
Yes.
But you overall get it. You appreciate or you like it because you watch them do whatever it is that you can't do to somebody on a regular basis.
Yeah, I mean, it's a form of entertainment.
Because
You enjoy
if
it.
me and you run up on somebody and just start swinging, that's assault.
Yes.
That's a prison sentence. But if we go get certified and pass all the little clearances and take the little fake drug stuff that they do or don't test for and go into this ring where people shout and scream and we punch somebody and they punch us back and we win, we're praised.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Was the money worth it?
I mean, yes, but I guess it's the way you ask it. You see what I'm saying? It makes
because okay, since we're on the sport, the physical sports part of it, I watched Muhammad later on in life because I wasn't around when he was fighting.
Right.
I wasn't born yet. So when I watched him fight at his peak, I was like, man, that was a bad motherfucker. But then when I watched him later, after his peak, that don't look like it's worth it to me.
Right.
Or, any other great athlete that was here and they did whatever they did to keep here, and then they're no longer there, it doesn't look like it's worth it to me.
Right. But see, I feel that, but they looking at it like this. When I leave this ring and I go get in that Benz and I go to the big ass house, that's what's worth it.
Okay.
So yeah, just being Muhammad Ali, the great boxing champ, the performance I put on tonight may not seem worth it because I got my head kicked in. But damn it, this 2.5 million back in the day, let's say 2.5 million, which was a lot for a fight. That 2.5 million gonna go a long way. It's worth it for what I got back at the house.
But if you can't fix what's going on with you,
right?
Was it really worth it?
Once again, they looking at it like this lifestyle I had for the past 20, 30 years. Yes, it's worth it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because excuse me, my kids went to the best school. My kids, you know what I'm saying? My kids, my wife, my whatever. I've been able to maintain a certain lifestyle for 20, 30 years. You see what I'm saying? And now, and only because now I'm coming out on the losing end, I'm supposed to second guess, is it worth it? You see what I'm saying? But when I was putting other men through it and beating their heads in, you see what I'm saying? But they were still making 500,000. To them, yes, it's worth it.
All right, so Nurse Blonde said, and there's some other ones in here. Let me compare this to
Smash
COVID.
that like button
if I
for us,
know I
y'all.
was going to be subject to an
Shanika
epidemic
Ward, what's up?
like the vid before I became a nurse, I probably wouldn't have done something different. I probably would have done something different. Carl,
what up?
Sorry I'm late. No problem. The life it provides is God damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Where am I at?
For some people they may feel like it's not worth it, but for some other people, it might be very much worth it.
All right, where were we at? Okay. All right, right here. The life it provides is great for the risk took. Getting my family sick and possibly dying wasn't. When it's all said and done, you have to live with what you allowed to be done to yourself as possibility, kids or family, all for the dollar. Was it worth it, really? That's what I'm asking. Yes.
Right.
After, it sounds good. Yeah, my kids went to a great school. That sounds great. But what did I have to sacrifice for that to happen?
I mean, and that's true, but then that's what I think comes down to everybody's gonna make their own decision. Because
and I'm not mad at that.
Because what if you wasn't a boxer or a fighter or athlete or whatever, and your kids had to go to public school? You couldn't afford the private school. You couldn't afford to let them grow up in certain neighborhoods. You see what I'm saying?
But was public school education really that bad?
I mean,
it's not great, but was it really that bad?
But once again, when you look at where they went versus where they could have went, it probably was that bad. It probably was night and day for Muhammad Ali who could have sent his kids, who probably did send his kids to the best schools,
Right.
period, right? Versus them going to the hood schools.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? And okay, so and I guess for me, I'm looking at it like this, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
Would you want to be able-bodied as a male and not be able to provide? When it's all said and done, I mean, at the end, when you're 75, 85, sitting in the rocking chair, do you want to say, hey, I did all I could do with my body to provide for my family? If using your body is how you provide, meaning like a fighter, an athlete.
Right, I got you.
I went out to the end, I provided for my family all the way. Or do you want to be just like second guessing it? Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
What if?
Because 85 years old, y'all still in the projects. You see what I'm saying? So once again,
I mean,
it depends on what somebody may find.
Okay.
To be.
Well, let's take that story then. Let's take that concept.
Okay.
Rocky was a real, not real person.
Right.
Because it was loosely based on Rocky Marciano, but then it was based on his own drama too.
Right.
So Rocky went from having nothing to millions to nothing.
Right. To being successful again though. Remember he had the restaurants.
He did have the restaurant.
And he always kept those once he got those.
Right.
So like you said, from having millions to nothing to.
But by the time Creed came around, he was still nothing again.
I mean, he had the restaurant. So
the restaurant still there?
Yeah. He was living okay. He wasn't millionaire status no more. Once again, during the time when he had it though.
Right.
He was able to do certain things. You see what I'm saying?
He was living a great life.
Right. Right. And provided for people and, X, Y, and Z. But what happened? Oh, I mean, I just look at it
I was looking at the fact that Memphis is going to beat.
So they winning?
Oh,
yeah.
But for some people, it's worth it. Like I know people who've been military, 20 plus years, right? Provided their family with an excellent lifestyle, got money, got all this other stuff.
Hey, Mort.
For some people, they might say, "Man, I couldn't be away from my family."
Sorry to hear the power's out.
At the beck and call of the military, and they like, "Shit, if you only knew what being at the beck and call of the military afforded me." The best healthcare, the best this, the best. So I think it's on a case by case basis.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's on a case by because I don't think it's one universal answer.
No, it can't be. Because there's some people who did whatever they did, made good money, got out of what they was doing, they didn't like it. It was against their moral code,
right? And
still have money.
Yes.
So you wouldn't be there without there.
I mean, because it's not too many jobs where you can go and make a gang of money for a long time, but not sacrifice something on this end. It comes with a sacrifice, Now
that brings me to ask. I'm watching. You don't watch TV, so I know I can't ask you if you watched it.
Right.
But there's a series on. Don't make me lie to you. It's a series. It's a 4-part series about drug dealers. It's called the Miami Boys or Miami Drug Dealers. One of the two. But basically, 3 of them.
Kira, what's up? 3
of them for sure. It was 4 they talked about, but 3 of them for sure went to prison, got out, and don't got shit.
Right.
There's 2 of them. It's 5. They talked about 5. It was 4 parts, about 4 different ones, but one of the parts got 2 people.
Okay. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay. So, like I said, 3 of them don't got shit. 2 of them still got shit. 1 of them's dead. So the one of the 3 is dead. There's 2 that's still with him. They don't have nothing. They just have their glory days. When it all was said and done and the hammer was hit, they did like 30, 40, maybe even 50 years. They old now. They in their 60s, 70s. One of them still look like a Greek god. But money wise, he'll never be there again.
Right.
Was it worth it?
I mean,
the birthdays, the first steps, your kid. I don't even know if he got kids or not, but I'm just saying, like I was watching wrestling, and they were talking about how they dedicated their life to the business and how they were traveling, and they travel more now.
Yes.
But like the Undertaker was saying, he missed early stages of his kid's life. I remember Andre the Giant saying that he never got to spend time with his daughter except for a few occasions, and like, was that worth it?
Right.
You had women galore, sure. You had money at the time. You thought you were living like Ric Flair, woo.
Right.
But what about the important things,
Well, for them, it was worth it at that time.
right?
You see what I'm saying? It's not until you miss those occasions that you realize how important it is.
Okay,
You see what I'm saying?
fair enough.
Like that's when you realize, okay, this is what's important because once again, everybody is chasing something, like, and we don't know what's important to some people.
This is
So
true.
they looking at it like, well, yeah, I might miss your birthday, but hell, on a random Tuesday, I can buy you a race car. You know what I'm talking about? And I mean a little race car
Right,
for
right, right,
real.
right, right.
You know, because wrestlers get paid by the week. You talking about 30, 40, 50, $60,000 a week. You see what I'm saying? So they
They get
make
paid by the show.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So they
So
do 3 shows in 1 week.
right, you getting paid. So you look at it and then it's hard. I guess it's hard for people to show them sympathy.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because we like this is you
But
knew
you chose.
you chose this.
Right.
You chose to be okay. Me and you were talking about Tech Nine.
Okay.
I don't know what that mean, Pat. But anyway, Tech Nine does currently and has since the early '90s
Been touring for 8
300
months.
shows.
Yeah.
He do 300 shows a year.
He tours 8
Right.
months out of the year.
He said he lost a marriage. He's had artists who lost the marriage because he tours so much.
Mhm.
But to him, it's worth it.
Because he's married now.
Right.
He got a
But
new
I'm
wife.
saying,
But she
he
right.
said even at the time when
Yeah.
he was married, he was still committed to that.
The first wife,
It was
yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
When Chris Calico left,
Mm-hmm.
he said he left because
It
he
was
couldn't
too
keep
much.
up. It was too much.
Yeah.
He stayed as long as he could. He was like the longest one to stay with him, like 8, 9 years, something like that.
Big
And
Spoon's
then
still there,
you
but
had
yeah.
a few people. So, but Chris was his right hand.
Right.
He was at every show.
Right.
So after a while, in the beginning, yes, it's worth it.
Yes.
But then it get to a point where now it's not worth it. But it's only not worth it because they made enough money at that point to where they don't have to do 300 shows no more. You see what I'm saying? So,
but he does it because he wants to maintain what he got
and
or to grow what he has.
Yeah, for Tech, he was just like, it's worth to me. It's always gonna be worth it
Because he loves it.
right. And everybody's not gonna feel like that for 20 years like Tech been doing it. So I think it's a personal level. It comes on a personal level. Yeah, case by case basis.
You're right.
Yeah, I may not have been there for middle school, but shit, by the time you got to high school, I was solidified. And now I wasn't doing 300 shows no more. You know what I'm saying? I was doing 150. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But I just had to get this money first. So that showed that how important money was for them. And then they can kind of, relax and chill. So, we can't tell them that they wrong for that, for being on the road and your son is becoming a thug and your daughter is being promiscuous.
I guess at the end of the day, like you said, it's case by case, but it's a lot of
It said Tech Nine is the highest selling and grossing independent artist ever. He is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of highs and lows.
Yes.
Some situations seem better than other situations.
Absolutely.
Tech, I don't know. I would probably trade places with Tech. I like.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, and you're doing what you love to do.
Right.
The kids, I mean, they may not.
Right. You see, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to.
But some of those cases, I can clearly flat out be like, no, I wouldn't
Right.
trade places with them.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not going to do that.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, case by case. I can see case by case.
It's case by case. For some people, bro, they jumping into it head first. They're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna be this athlete.
Because kids might have came by accident.
Even if they were playing,
I'm just saying, like, yeah, you want to give them the best life that you can afford them or allot them, but like, how good do they like you said, the son turned into a thug, your daughter turned into a promiscuous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, because you're on the road trying to get it.
But if you were there,
maybe they would not have done that. But if you were there, maybe you ain't making that 100, 200,000, 300,000 that you're making. So it becomes it's a trade-off. You see what I'm saying? And
so
that's
was
the
it
thing.
200 worth?
Right. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Did it make it worth it?
It's on the person. That's gonna be on a person-to-person basis. Because you're gonna cry in the Porsche, you're gonna cry in the Volkswagen. You know what I'm talking about? So
DJ, what's
you gonna
going
do?
on? DJ.
That's the thing.
D. John Demand. One of your people?
On Demand?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, DJ on Demand?
Okay, yeah.
DJ on Demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Annie said, but I'm sure deep down that child would love to have that parent instead of the race car.
Absolutely. And I agree with that.
I
But
agree with that too.
what happens when you are there for your child all the
And
time
you can't buy the race
and you
car.
can't buy that race car and they tell you, Daddy, I want the remote control race car. And they break your fucking heart.
Like you said, you're gonna cry in that Honda, you're gonna cry in that Benz.
Right. Because and once again, it's the small stuff that count, right? So of course being there for your son or your daughter,
Right.
far more better morally, you know what I'm saying,
Morally,
than
right.
being able to buy them anything. But
It
at the
is.
same
It
time,
is.
when you're a grown man, especially for us men, and I ain't talking about the women, but for men, when your child come to you and say, Daddy, I want X, Y, and Z, and you don't have the money to get it, that shit hurt. That shit hurt.
It is a
You know what I'm
humbling
saying?
feeling.
Yes. And now you willing to go out there and do whatever you got to do to go make that money for that little Tonka truck, that little remote control car. You finna go buzz everybody's head you see just to go, you see what I'm saying? Because you like, my son, my daughter told me they want this remote control car. My daughter want the Barbie, she want the makeup, and I ain't got it. Well, I'm finna get it.
Yeah.
Versus flipping it around and, Dad, you missed my play at school. Baby girl, I'm sorry, but I can take you to the mall. Oh yeah. Yeah. You can say, okay, I'm sorry, but let me take you to the mall. Let me go buy you an outfit, some shoes, get your hair done. You see what I'm saying? You can make it up to them. And of course, they want to see you at the play. They want you to be at the play. But the fact that you can make it up and still spend that time.
Okay, so Annie says, yeah, but you're teaching your kids that money is more important than people.
I would agree. I would agree with that. Absolutely. And once again, it's a risk. It's a trade-off because how do you not how do you be successful but still keep your kids humble? It's very hard. It's very hard when they see you making all this money and you coming up and you taking them to the best of places. A
Yeah.
certain level of just natural progression is going to take effect. The kids are going to start just naturally wanting the best of.
Yeah.
Just naturally.
I mean,
You see what I'm saying?
I haven't took my son to half of these extravagant places, but he still wants and has extravagant tastes.
Mm-hmm.
My mother always said to me is, I got $1 million mentality with not welfare, but it was something reality.
Thank you.
But I don't remember what the reality is.
Wait a minute.
Any less?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, man. I like this topic though. I really like this topic because it forces people to look within, and engage. You know what I'm saying? Your moral parameter for real. It's like it's about what's important, and can't nobody tell somebody what's more important to them.
true.
For some people, being rich and successful is the most important thing, the most. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They'll step on anybody to get to the top. You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, yeah.
And then you got some people who like, listen, if I get there, I get there. My family is the most important. And can't nobody tell them they wrong neither though.
No.
You know?
I believe social media teaches kids that they're not cool if you don't have the latest that is or that. Latest this or that.
I would agree with that.
But that's I'm not even gonna say social media because that's been going on with African American children from way before there was internet. If 10 kids came to school to J's and you weren't one of the kids that had a J's, you weren't cool.
I can agree with that.
Or them jokes when they get the cracking on your shoe. What are those? What are those?
Right. Right. And
you feel less than because you don't have Barkley or you don't have Jordan or you don't have Deion or you don't.
I'm almost alive. Oh, Bobo.
And see that it's a different era. Just like we've discussed when you used to get beat up back in the day in school, only people that seen it was your classmates, your friends, and maybe a few people that weren't in the same class with you. But now, if you get beat up in school, hell, half America has seen it. So it makes the outcome different.
yes.
So
Yeah.
like, when it comes to this money stuff, like, so
Makes it totally different.
just jumping back right fast, when he said, is Cassie wrong for staying with Diddy while he did all those things to her? No, but when she got that lawsuit that she just filed and won, or he settled out of court and gave,
Yeah.
was that worth her pain and suffering?
Yes. Well, and I say yes, but once again, it's it's just
Subjective,
opinion, right? It's subjective because the fact that she settled on 30 million let you know right there that was a number.
Yeah.
Like I just said, everybody got a number.
Yeah.
And her number, she was like, well, shit, I got famous as hell. I made money on the side. Yeah, you did embarrass me publicly, but I played a victim role. You know what I'm saying?
So I got.
So she got the public on the side,
right.
yeah. And you got a $30 million lawsuit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you came off pretty good.
You just bought your husband more time to be with you or not be with you because
Right.
he just found out that you've been cheating on him.
Right.
Open court. So you just embarrassed him.
Right, all the way. But see, that once again, is it worth it? And this is what it comes down to because old boy didn't leave, her husband didn't leave. He found out that his wife was cheating with the diddler. You know what I'm talking about? So he didn't leave.
Okay, and he said, was there a clause in her settlement that she wasn't allowed to talk about it? It was.
Yeah, but they
when
what's
they
the word?
subpoenaed her,
They subpoenaed her to court. Right.
You got to tell your whole story.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. I just seen you lean over. I want to make sure.
No, it's just good.
Oh,
Yeah, when you get subpoenaed,
that's right.
Because he don't know how to try to buy it.
When you get subpoenaed in court, it supersedes the NDA.
That's right. You got to come to court. Because yes, he did have it was a clause in there where they couldn't talk about it. And she didn't. She held up to it until they subpoenaed her to court.
They put on the stand.
Right.
Oh.
She's gonna take her 30 million and get the hell on the low. Get my 30 mil. 30 mil. That's okay because me and my daughter, we gonna hit the lottery. Yeah. She bought me a lotto ticket. She was in Houston.
Okay.
So I told her to give me a lotto ticket. That's gonna be my winning ticket.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be pretty dope.
Manifest.
Exactly. Me and my daughter win the lottery. Yeah. She get 10%. You know what I'm talking about?
All right. Okay. So Andy said, because me, I take his money and write a stick a book about every bit of it and make more money off of that. Nurse Blonde said it's worse for Cassie because she still has to explain this over and over once her kids ask.
Nope.
That will cause a lifetime of trauma.
Nope.
Therapy.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree.
Why?
It's gonna be so easy for her to explain. She was the victim of Diddy.
She was just caught up in the.
She's just a victim.
Glamour.
Yes, she's just a victim. See, and that's the thing that.
But the case is not televised, was it?
But
it's open court.
Might
now.
as well, yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. Once you're a victim of a high profile dude like that, it's easy for you to explain that to your kids. You was a victim. You're a victim, and I'm not victim blaming. I'm just simply saying, if I got jumped on, right, but it was my fault. I ran up on you and talking shit, but y'all dirt dog left me like R. Kelly in the desert, right? It's easy for me to explain that to my kids because I'm a victim.
She has to relive it. Yes, she does have to relive it.
No, she
don't have to relive it?
I mean, I don't think so. Hell no. She done moved on. She married again. She married to somebody else.
I don't think
and she got 30 million.
I don't think our kids are gonna ask as much as people, the outsiders that meet her kids and be like, "Oh, your mom's Cassie."
Exactly. Nobody going no, because she's a victim of a man. When a woman is a victim, it's different.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
It did a different way.
Right. You don't have to talk explain anything.
Supposed to say write a stinking book.
Hero said write a sticker book.
Stinking book.
Right. I know. I'm just saying. But it said sticker book. Man, I'm just saying. But she didn't want to come to court. She didn't want to testify.
No, she didn't.
She was happy with the settlement.
She was the
and
main.
staying at the limelight.
She was the main.
Yes.
Defendant.
And truth be told, there's a lot of stuff came out about her where they could have charged her with stuff. But they said, "No, we ain't gonna do that,"
Yeah.
because she was ordering prostitutes as well.
Yeah.
She was bossing them
state,
around
yeah.
and telling them what to do and where to go and all that
Yeah,
came out.
yeah.
But instead of doing that, it's better to paint her as a victim. It's better, and let him be the big bad wolf. And I'm not.
But he is a big bad
No,
wolf.
he is. But I'm just saying, right?
Right.
But just think about it.
Right.
If their thing is we just gonna take down him. We ain't taking down nobody else with
That's
him.
it. That's all they was going for.
We want him.
Right.
So who cares what she did? Who cares what the male prostitutes did? Who cares what the strippers did? And to say that you are a sex trafficker because you took strippers from New York to Jersey,
or Jersey to New
or
York,
Jersey to Virginia.
Virginia.
You see what I'm saying?
Or
That's
Las
the
Vegas.
stupidest thing ever, but they can get you for that.
That's interstate.
It's the stupidest thing ever.
That's just like if you buy an ounce of anything and you drive from wherever you got it to another state, that's interstate trafficking.
Now, okay, I hire a basketball team to come from their state to come play here.
Okay, that's different.
And then no, check it out. But then those dudes end up in the strip club that night, and they do what they do.
Okay.
Did I just sex traffic them because I brought them here?
No, that wouldn't be a sex trafficking situation. That'd be like the situation with the Alabama boy. He was headed that way, but his man called him and said, "Hey, can you bring me that?" And he was on his way anyway.
Right.
So it just goes to conjunction of, like, it
Right.
doesn't fall up under the fact that it's motive behind it.
Right. But in the Diddy case, they said he took those women to those other states, right? They was only there because of him.
Right.
So if this basketball team is only here because of me, because I
But what they do in their free time, it gets them in trouble or not.
But that's my point.
It's their business.
That's my point, though.
Right.
Because if I bring some dancers with me to dance and entertain,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go have sex in their free time with somebody else, you see what I'm saying? You can't blame me and say that I sex trafficked them.
But then they could also get you like they got max speed. So the thing that finally got him out of jail was the lady and the dude said that they didn't know, that they didn't tell him what they were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
He just told him that there was a lick.
Right.
And however they perceived to go about it was on them.
Right.
But they killed, but he got all unalive because somebody hit him up first, and he didn't have nothing left after he was hit up.
Mm-hmm.
So out of anger and whatever, they offed him, which made it a RICO thing, because at first the girl was saying that Max told them to do that.
Right. Right.
Max told us if we can't get no money to do this. So from 15 years ago to now, that story has been redacted. He didn't know
Right.
that that's what they were going to do. So, but he went to jail because they said he knew. So it's as simple as somebody lying on you.
Simple as that.
It has to be intentional for sex. Okay.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if I hire some dancers to be in the video for me, a music video, hey, Magic City,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, or Pink Pony, whatever.
Right.
Okay, but the video is in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
They come with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We provide transportation and all that. But then they go and do what some strippers do.
Okay.
We didn't do this.
But if they told you they were going to do it, or you suggested, hey, when y'all get done doing this, y'all need to go make some money.
Mm-hmm.
You're guilty. You're liable.
Okay, cool.
Because of he say.
Okay.
But if you don't tell them that,
and what if they don't tell you neither though? What if
you're not liable?
Well, I mean, but in the Diddy case,
that's why a lot of those lawsuits got thrown out, because they couldn't prove liability.
Exactly.
It happened.
Yeah, but it happened. But
yeah, it happened.
They
but
didn't know.
You can't prove liability.
Yeah, because he didn't. Yeah, he just hired them to come be in the video. Just like the rule that Las Vegas used, they hire women as models who serve, not as waitresses and servers.
Right.
You're a model who serves, so they can get away with paying you a certain amount, treating you a certain way, because you're a model who serves, and you're not a waitress or
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
special way you write.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's the way you look at it and approach it. But all right, y'all. That was the show for this evening.
With that being said,
Go ahead.
I'm your host, JUSDYS Functionals World.
And I'm your boy. Well, this is Big Unk right here, y'all.
Two times. He's two times.
A big Unk.
Big.
Yeah, you got two of them on there. Yeah. And I'm your boy. Oh, yeah. He get him back? Oh, dang. Okay.
No, you grabbed my wrist. I started to take one away from that shit. So,
he just big Unk, y'all. He used to be 4 big, but now he just 2 big.
good night, nurse.
And I'm your boy Said, aka Mr. Let's Talk. We out of time. Till the next time.
Screaming out, let's talk.
Peace. They got the watches on. I ain't got mine on. Skin the clock right now.